Let me ask you something. How many times have your feelings held you back? How many times have you known what you needed to do, but fear, doubt, insecurity, those weak feelings got in the way? See, feelings will lie to you. Feelings will tell you that you're not ready, that you're not good enough, that you need more time. Feelings will paralyze you while opportunities pass you by. But let me tell you something. Your feelings don't run this. Fear doesn't make your decisions. Insecurity doesn't control your future. Weak feelings don't get a vote in your destiny. Because if you live by your feelings, you will never step into the greatness you were meant for. You will never take the risk necessary to grow. You will never see the rewards of faith, discipline, and commitment. The problem is, too many people wait to feel ready before they take action. They wait to feel confident before they step up. But life doesn't work like that. You don't wait for courage to come, you build it. You don't wait to feel strong, you become strong by pushing through. And if you keep letting your emotions dictate your choices, you'll stay exactly where you are, stuck in the same cycles, wondering why nothing ever changes. So today you make a decision. You decide that your weak feelings no longer have power over you. You decide that no matter what fear whispers in your ear, no matter how much doubt tries to creep in, you move anyway. Because your destiny isn't found in your comfort zone. It's found in the fire, in the struggle, in the places where you push past your limits. It's time to kill your weak feelings and rise up. Fear is a liar. It whispers in your ear telling you that you're not ready, that you're not good enough, that you need more time. It shows up when you're about to take that next step, when you're about to push yourself beyond your limits, and it tries to convince you to stop. It wants you to wait. Wait until you're more prepared. Wait until you're more confident. Wait until you feel ready. But let me tell you something. You will never feel ready. You will never wake up one morning with all the answers, with all the confidence, with everything perfectly aligned. That's not how life works. The people who make it, the ones who succeed, the ones who change their lives, they don't wait for the fear to leave. They move despite the fear. They step forward while the doubt is still screaming. They take action even when their hands are shaking. Because they know something that most people never understand. Fear doesn't go away on its own. You don't outgrow it. You don't wait it out. You don't pray for it to disappear and then poof, it's gone. No. You kill fear by acting in the face of it. You break its power by refusing to bow to it. Fear will keep you small if you let it. It will trap you in a life you know isn't right for you. It will have you making excuses, telling yourself you're waiting for the right time, when really, you're just scared. And I get it. Fear feels real. It feels like protection. It feels like wisdom sometimes. But don't mistake fear for caution. Don't mistake hesitation for intelligence. Because fear doesn't make you smarter. It makes you stagnant. Fear doesn't make you more prepared. It makes you inactive. Fear doesn't keep you safe. It keeps you stuck. Think about every great person you admire. Every success story you've ever heard. Every legend, every leader, every person who changed the game. You think they weren't afraid? You think they didn't have moments of doubt? Of course they did. But they moved anyway. They stepped up anyway. Because they understood that courage is not the absence of fear. So what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of failing? Let me tell you something about failure. It's part of the process. You don't succeed without failing. You don't grow without setbacks. You don't level up without falling on your face sometimes. The people who make it to the top, they're the ones who failed and kept going. They're the ones who didn't let failure define them. They didn't let it break them. They used it. They learned from it. They got stronger because of it. Or maybe you're afraid of what people will say. You're worried about judgment, about criticism, about stepping out and having people doubt you, laugh at you, talk about you. Let me tell you something. People will talk. No matter what you do, whether you win or lose, whether you succeed or fail, there will always be people with something to say. So you might as well do what you were born to do. You might as well take that risk, because at the end of the day, the people who judge you, they don't live your life. They don't walk in your shoes. They don't have your dreams, your vision, your purpose. Their opinions don't matter. And maybe the thing you fear the most is stepping into the unknown. Maybe you're scared of change, of walking away from what's familiar. But let me tell you something. The life you want, the success you crave, the person you know you were meant to be, it's not in the comfort zone. It's not in the familiar. It's in the unknown. It's in the risks. It's in the leap of faith. It's in the moments when you feel unsure but you go anyway. The only thing standing between you and the life you're meant for is your willingness to act despite fear. Fear will always be there, whispering, doubting, questioning, but the real question is, will you let it stop you? Will you let it control you? Will you let it steal your future, your destiny, your purpose? Or will you rise above it? Because the only way to kill fear is to act. The only way to break its grip is to move, even when it tells you not to. The world doesn't belong to the fearless. It belongs to the bold. The ones who hear the fear, feel the fear, and move anyway. The ones who step forward when everything inside of them is telling them to run. The ones who refuse to let doubt win. You've got one life, one chance, one shot to do something great. And fear is just an illusion standing between you and everything you were meant for. So what are you going to do? Are you going to let it keep you small, or are you going to rise up and take what's yours? Discipline doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you don't feel motivated. It doesn't care if you had a long day or if things didn't go your way. Discipline shows up when motivation fades. Discipline is what separates the ones who succeed from the ones who make excuses. Most people live their lives reacting. They wake up and let their feelings decide how their day is going to go. If they feel like working hard, they do. If they feel like staying in bed, they do. If they feel discouraged, they let that emotion dictate their effort. And then they wonder why they never get anywhere. They wonder why they're stuck in the same cycles, facing the same problems, living the same life, year after year. It's because they're letting their emotions run their life instead of their discipline. The truth is, feelings are temporary. They come and go like the wind. You feel excited today, but tomorrow you don't. You feel confident in one moment and full of doubt the next. You feel motivated at the start of something, but as soon as it gets hard, that motivation disappears. That's why successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. You think the greatest athletes, the most successful leaders, the people who have changed the world felt like showing up every single day? No, but they did it anyway. They trained when they didn't feel like it. They worked when no one was watching. They sacrificed when others were taking it easy because they understood something. Your feelings will betray you, but your discipline will build you. Every time you choose discipline over feelings, you get stronger. Every time you push through, even when it's uncomfortable, you build resilience. Every time you say, I don't feel like it, but I'm going to do it anyway, you take control of your future. Because discipline is not about how you feel, it's about what you commit to. You've got dreams, you've got goals, but let me tell you something. Those dreams don't care about your excuses. Your goals don't care if you don't feel like it today. You either do the work or you don't. You either push through or you quit. And every single day, you are making a choice. Are you going to let your emotions control you, or are you going to master them? Weakness is letting your feelings dictate your actions. Strength is doing what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. Weakness is saying, I'll do it tomorrow. Strength is saying, I'll do it now. Weakness is making excuses. Strength is making moves. The difference between the ones who succeed and the ones who don't isn't talent. It isn't luck. It isn't intelligence. It's discipline. It's the ability to show up every single day, no matter what. It's the ability to keep going, even when it's hard, even when no one is clapping for you, even when there's no immediate reward. Because the real reward isn't in the moment, it's in the results that come from consistency. You don't get fit by working out once. You don't become successful by putting in effort sometimes. You don't build a legacy by showing up when you feel like it. You build it by committing, by deciding that no matter what, you're going to do the work. And here's the truth. Most people won't do it. Most people will give up when it gets hard. Most people will choose comfort over discipline. That's why most people don't reach their full potential. But you have a choice. You can be like most people, or you can rise above. You can let your feelings control you, or you can take control of your feelings. You can stay stuck in the cycle of inconsistency, or you can break free and take ownership of your life. Every time you feel like quitting, every time you want to take the easy road, remind yourself, discipline is what creates greatness. Discipline is what builds character. Discipline is what will take you to places that motivation never could. So the question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to let your feelings win? Or are you going to step up, take control, and make the commitment to become unstoppable? At the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing: who's in control? Is it your emotions? Is it your doubts? Is it your fear? Or is it you? Because life is not waiting for you to feel ready. Success isn't coming to knock on your door when you finally feel confident enough. Your dreams aren't sitting around hoping you'll someday feel motivated. Everything you want, everything you're capable of, everything you were called to do, it's waiting on you to make a decision. Fear, doubt, weakness, they will always try to pull you back. They will always try to convince you that it's not the right time, that you're not strong enough, that maybe you should play it safe. But you weren't built for a safe life. You weren't designed to sit in comfort, watching opportunity pass you by. There is a fire inside of you, a power that's greater than every excuse, greater than every fear, greater than every obstacle in your way. But you have to choose to use it. The road ahead won't be easy. There will be days when you want to quit, days when you wonder if it's all worth it, days when the voices of doubt get loud, telling you to turn back. But let me tell you something, those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments where you either break or break through. Those are the moments where the weak give up and the strong push forward. So ask yourself, who are you going to be? Are you going to be the person who lets their emotions control them, who waits for the perfect moment that never comes, who talks about what they could have done? Or are you going to be the person who shows up, who pushes through, who takes control of their destiny and refuses to settle for anything less than greatness? Because greatness is not given, it is earned. It is built in the moments of struggle. It is forged in the fire of discipline. It is claimed by those who refuse to bow to their weak feelings and instead rise up with unshakable determination. So no more waiting, no more excuses, no more letting emotions dictate your future. It's time to step up. It's time to take control. It's time to become the person you were meant to be.